Hello, this is Rory with the Love Chat, and today's topic is, does COVID affect no contact? Now, this is video number 282. If you have a question you would like for me to consider featuring on the channel, please write it in a comment below, and if you enjoy my videos, I would be so very grateful if you'd help me out by subscribing and hitting like. If you would like to get coaching on your particular situation, just be sure to visit my website, thelovechat.net/coaching, and use the code TLC2021 to take 15% off all regular voice coaching. Now then, here we are with a life-threatening, extremely infectious pandemic that's taking over, most of the world. And I find that when these types of things happen, not that they happen very often, our mind goes to the cause and effect of everything, right? How's this going to affect my money? How's this going to affect my job? How's this going to affect my relationships? So the questions come up many times. So what does this mean for no contact? I either was broken up with during the pandemic or broken up with right before it started, maybe in February. So how does this impact no contact? And I will give the answer that I say in every single video, and then I will give the answer that you're all looking for. The answer that I say in every single video is that it doesn't affect no contact at all. No contact is not a tool to get your ex back. No contact is for you to back away, to grow personally, to invest more in your friendships, your family, your hobbies. Hit the gym, talk to a counselor, do self-growth. Write down a list of things that you know you need to be working on for yourself, so that when you accomplish these things, you'll be feeling more attractive, happier, healthier, and as you begin to feel happier and healthier, you'll be more confident, and that in turn will be more attractive. So getting your ex back, and I'm air quoting here, is a secondary goal, right? We cannot do things to affect how others interact with us, because that's manipulation. But so many people, when they're going through a breakup, they're unable to hear that. What they're hearing is, oh, well, if I leave my ex alone, they'll get a chance to miss me. And that is true. I'm not going to lie to you guys about that. Yeah, that's true. No contact does have some positive effects in terms of getting others to miss you. And that needs to happen if you want to get them back romantically. But we cannot place our goals in that area. We just can't, because we can't guarantee that that's going to work. What I can guarantee, though, is if you focus on yourself and your insecurities and learn more about attachment theory and dating and, do some counseling and do some exercise, you're going to feel a lot better. You're going to feel like a new version of yourself. And that, in turn, will definitely help things, including reconciling with an ex-partner. So, yes, some of the videos have a title like How to Get Your Ex Back. But when you listen to the video, it says, okay, leave them alone because you're probably really anxious around them. Back away, give them some space, let them make the decision for themselves, and in the meantime, there's a couple of things that you can do to address your anxiety, and as you feel better and better, you're realizing that this is actually for you and it has nothing to do with them. Then you really understand the point of the love chat. But for some of you, you understand everything I just said perfectly, and you still want to know, okay, fair enough, I need to be doing no contact for myself, but, not talking to them does have an impact on them whether I want it to or not. So how does COVID affect that? Does it improve things? Does it make things worse for me? Where do I stand? So, everything I'm about to say needs to be understood that there is no hard science behind this. This is an opinion. This is a guess. I could be totally wrong, so if you're not interested in that, do me a favor, close the video. But if you are, and you put any value into what I say and you want to hear my opinion, then please understand that the rest of this video is an opinion. This is not backed by any sort of science. Okay, here's my guess. After a breakup, the dumper is usually feeling pretty relieved, right? They want to go out, prove to themselves that they're single. Maybe they'll get into a rebound relationship. Maybe they'll dye their hair or get a new piercing or hang out with new people. Yeah, but most of those things aren't going to happen right now, are they? Obviously, this depends on what country you live in and what the status of COVID is, but I'm just going to assume that you're in a place where COVID needs to be really respected. You can't be willy-nilly with it right now. So that being the case, many of the things your ex would have had to do otherwise are going to be affected. They're not really going to be going out in big groups. They're not really going to be meeting so many people. Maybe they'll meet a couple of people over a dating app or something like that, but it will be happening less than usual, given the fact that COVID exists. My opinion is that with COVID around, they will go through the exact same steps, but it may take longer. And it's possible that they're going to have a higher degree of negative experiences because of COVID. People are more flighty. There's more ghosting happening because so many people want to talk on dating apps, but they don't actually want to meet up. They're less likely to be able to go out and be social. They're less likely to be able to go see friends and have their friends take good care of them and drag them out of the house. In fact, nobody should really be leaving the house. That's kind of why the pandemic is still here. So along that line of thinking, the breakup will strike them harder, and there is a greater likelihood to hear from your ex. However, this also means that there's a greater likelihood to be breadcrumbed by your ex, because maybe they miss you, and maybe they want to talk to you, and maybe they still don't want you back. Which is why, if this is the case, and if maybe I'm even a little right about this, you still need to have your boundaries set. And if you need more help with boundaries, the last video I did was all about boundaries. It's important to remember that we're going through a period of time that's really uncertain. And with the holidays and the new year coming, it's not unreasonable to think that you may hear from your ex. If that happens, I would assume that it's just about the holiday and return the favor, say, hey, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever. And then I would really just leave it there. But if you hear from them beyond that, then you can tell them, look, I'm only interested in dating. Give me a call if you'd like to reconcile. Because that's your boundaries. You should not be allowing an ex in and out of your life. Because remember, the main point is to heal and focus on yourself. It's really hard to focus on yourself if your ex is constantly reaching out to you and delaying your healing. I think that COVID obviously will not be helping relationships because so many people have been quarantining together and removing the space, which was really helping the desire along. We know that too much closeness means there's not enough space, and not enough space means there's not enough desire. Because the person needs to be able to miss you in order to desire you. So, quarantining with a loved one sounds great until you're in the reality of it. If I'm being honest, a big part of me didn't really want to cover this video. The reason I did is because I've been asked so many times to, in coachings and on the Discord, that I decided that I would address it, and I felt that if I was able to sit you guys down and explain to you that we can't really know what's going to happen, and we can't really make a blanket rule because it can't possibly apply to every single situation. It just can't. I think it's important for you all to have a realistic outlook on COVID and remember that right now is more than ever a time to focus inward and take care of yourself and your loved ones. If there's anything that we should have learned this year, it's that life is precious and valuable and can be snuffed out just as quick as it came. So I think it's very important right now to set your priorities inward, where you can control yourself, you can control what you involve yourself in, and you focus on maintaining and growing your mental health during a time where everyone's mental health is doing so poorly. Don't forget that there's always mental health counseling available, either locally or if you're looking for an online counselor, betterhelp.com/Rory. That's help with HELP. And just remember that right now, more than anything, we can't be focused on elements we don't control. Because that is the quickest way to put ourselves into a rut, and ruts are dangerous right now. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're never a good thing, but right now they're dangerous. And so I really want everybody to just use this as an opportunity to realign themselves and say, look, we're all on equal footing. Everybody on Earth is going through the same pandemic as you. Don't forget to reach out for support if you need it, and obviously, we have the Discord. Feel free to join. For those of you who don't know, Discord is a free messaging service, costs no money, and you just get to log on and make an anonymous username and chat with other people who are a part of my community. This is a time where we need to rely on each other. If intersubjectivity was ever a thing, now is the time where we're as close to it as we can get. So, I know, we're looking for any sign of hope. I get it. Emotionally, I totally get it. This is a time, however, when we need to take care of ourselves logically as well. Do things that are good for you, even if you don't want to. Get enough sleep, drink some water, talk to a counselor. There are things that you could be setting right in your life that would help you feel a lot better. And right now's the time where I want you to do that. And it starts with one small step a day. 1% better than yesterday, as Jordan Peterson would say. And ultimately, give yourself a break. You're doing fine. And things will get better. Tomorrow will be better. If you let it. That's all I had for today. If you found my video helpful, I'd be very grateful if you'd subscribe and hit like. Please leave a comment below and tell me about what you want to see in the future. What changes would you like to see coming to the Love Chat? What topics would you like covered? Additionally, if you'd like extra videos every week and a private live stream with me, one of which is coming up on the 27th, just visit my Patreon. Patreon.com/thelovechat. Until next time.